this video is going to be the weekly breakdown of Aussie USD and Euro USD. As you can see, we're going to do things a little different this time around because my levels are already drawn up on my chart. So this week I will not be drawing the levels but rather explaining why I drew these levels on the chart. So on the monthly chart here, we can see that we had a monthly level right here, another monthly level here, and all of these monthly levels are just areas in the market where I saw price react to more than once. So if we should go down on our weekly chart and identify our weekly levels now, we can see that on the weekly chart we had price reacting here, here, here. So I drew in that weekly level. So that is basically how I got all of these monthly and weekly levels. If you want to see videos where I draw them on from a blank chart, you can look at my previous videos. So right here we identify our monthly levels and our weekly levels, and then we drop down on our daily time frame. On our daily time frame now, I identified this key level of resistance here and this key level of support. This key level right here that I have drawn up is a 4-hour level, and the reason why I take into consideration this key level is because my Fibonacci extension tool shows me that price has a potential of going to this level on my 4-hour. And if I should draw my Fibonacci retracement tool from this high to this low, you can see that the 61.8, which is a rejection of the goal zone to the negative 61.8, is timed up with this key level right here. So that is why I take this level into consideration. So right here on my 4-hour, I identify this key level of support that has been holding from April. So based on my analysis, fundamentally and technically, I can see Aussie USD breaking below this level and continuing down to this daily level, or potentially this key level right here. So that is my breakdown for AU for this week. For EU now, on my monthly chart, I took into consideration this high, this low, and this high up here. I also took into consideration this high. However, price is not going to reach any of these levels anytime soon, so we can just look at current price action right here. So down on my weekly time frame, I can see that price has been moving bullish, and we had a retracement followed by an impulse. However, the impulse have not broken this high as yet, so we are still trading below this leg on the weekly time frame. Going down on the daily time frame now, what we can identify is that the trend has been struggling. So what you can see is that after this push and this retracement, this push made a higher high before we saw a retracement or another impulsive move. So we can identify that the impulse are getting smaller in comparison to the previous ones. So to spot a healthy uptrend or downtrend is basically seeing each impulse being greater than the previous. So once we have the impulse, which is this leg and this leg, being smaller than the previous impulse, then we can see that the buyers are getting weaker. So on our daily chart, we can identify that. We also identified this key level right here, and we had a level of resistance right here where we broke above few days ago and we're still trading above it. So on our 4-hour time frame now, we can see that we have a nice uptrending market. However, we had a double top right here and the market is looking like it is transitioning now into a range bound market. So what we can see is that the market is starting to go sideways. So right here we can possibly see the Euro USD chart push up to this level, or we can see price breaking below this level and giving us a retest before we could potentially look for some levels like this or to this potentially daily level. So based on fundamental analysis, that could give us a true direction of where the Euro USD and the Aussie USD chart is more likely to go this week. However, based off technical analysis, we are not seeing a clear direction at the moment because we're in an uptrend. However, we're seeing a lot of weakness. So this week we just have to be patient and allow the market to do its thing, and then whenever we see a high probability opportunity, we can go ahead and take that trade. So I wish you all a very productive and prosperous trading week. Be patient, use risk management, and you guys will be okay. I'll keep you updated with these analysis on my social media platform page, which is my Instagram, and the link will be in the description of this video. So you can follow me on Instagram, check out my stories, and you can see how I track these pair for this upcoming week.